Yeah, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone that rule well. Salutations to Akim, teaching the word and sharing truth, and blessings to the elect and the one fair place to be saved. Yeah, I'm proving it. I'm still in hospital, you know, but I'm leaving, man. So may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai be praised, man. You know, it's, you know, stuffed up with medications and look, and this shows you that this man is wicked, man. You know, here it is, you're in hospital, and then look, over 50 movie channels, best value. All right, let's see how much value it is. It's £8 a day, man. £8 a day. In America, $8 a day, man. All right. Some of the most poorest and vulnerable people come into hospital. Look, and it's got this rubbish TV. I mean, look at the TV quality. Look, I mean, it's not even HD. Appalling, man. You know, oh, you have your own number. But then when people ring it, it's about, what, 50p a minute. I mean, this devil, man. You know? This man is... See, the problem is, the Bible says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, man. You know, brothers in his truth, especially brothers in Great Millstone, teaching the same doctrine, we're wise because we're mad about this. You know? You should be mad about it. You know? But the ward that they've put me on, that I insisted on, and the Lord made it happen, this ward have treated me excellently. So, you know, obviously I'm happy and excited to go home, and I have to rest and try and get better. But at the end of the day, you just think to yourself that, you know, this is all a money-making exercise, man. And in the UK, they got this general election coming up, which is rubbish. It's just nothing but a distraction, man. You know? Let's see if we've got a paper. I've got today's paper. You see the two clowns that are running for to be the puppet of the UK, Boris Johnson on the left, and this guy on the right, who's conservative, and Jeremy Corbyn on the right, yeah? Now, he's conservative and he's Labour. Red and blue. Republicans, Democrats, same thing, man. In Freemasonry, blue and red. This is a scam. All right? Good cop, bad cop. That's all. This has no bearing on you Israelites, man. They don't give a damn about you, man. And there's a, you know, the team came around and the main doctor that looks after us, and she does really do a good job, you know, and the Lord's put a spirit on her to do a good job when looking after me, because I remember the second day I was here, she came, and I was in this bed in agony, man. You know, the painkiller, the morphine weren't working the level that I had, I know, and as I said in my previous video, that downstairs, you know, it was 12.5, you know, mg, and that's what it says. That's what they have to give. And that's what we agreed to. It didn't work. So you would think that the next dose, they'll maybe increase it. No increase. Give me another one, 12.5. Then, when I was rolling in agony, a doctor came in and just jabbed me with something. Never even identified what it was. And this is just the way people with sickle cell get treated. But when they said that we're going to get you up on a ward, you know, I insisted. They said, oh, we've got a bed for you in Trevor Howe ward. And that's a ward down there. And it's one of the most terrible patient experiences I've ever had in the past. I mean, when I almost died in 2013, I was treated badly then. And the people in the A&E, to be fair to them, I told you that, you know, my nurse came down. They tried to stereotype her. But she's sticking up for us. You know? She's our advocate. And because she's an Israelite as well, they said she's being unprofessional and aggressive. And it weren't just an Edomite nurse said that. It was a Elamite doctor that said it. A small midget fat one as well. And once that altercation happened, and I could see that my nurse was hurt, after that the doctor didn't give a damn about me. She just and the stereotype is that we're drug addicts, we come in for the drugs, this, that, and the other. And there's a chaplain here, as I said, the Reverend, it's a Jake woman. She's not supposed to be, but, I keep that talk to a minimum. She cares about us. She told me that there's a young girl across the way in that wicked ward across there that I've had bad experiences with. So I'm not bad mouthing that ward, and basically said that you should meet her and stuff. And when I went down to go to shop, she was in the corridor with her, and I met her, and I went down with her and we had a talk, and she's in that ward, man, So I went there today and stuff, and she's there and she's completely on her own. She's an Israelite woman. She's got 3 kids. She's got friends, not much family. Her mother, her great mother, is not in her life. Never knew her father, so, I went to see how she is and stuff like that, Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, man. And when we was in the lift now, we were saying about our experiences, and there was 2 Israelite women, with their hair hats on, and we were talking blatant about, this place, and because this ward is excellent, man. All the staff. When I come out, I'm gonna come back in a couple of days. I'll come back on a Monday, and I'm gonna give them all kind of like a card and chocolates and stuff like that, because it's very rare that we treat it good, because we're not desired as a patient group. And this ward, they do a fantastic job, man. So I'm going to show them. But really, I'm going to thank Yahweh Basim Shai, because man's goings are of the Lord. Proverbs 20 and 24. The Lord put a spirit on them to treat me right, man. All right? So he gets the praise, glory, and honor first, man. And then when I'm better, I'm going to come back and give them, man. All right? But in general, our people with conditions, but especially with sickle cell, they get treated really badly. And we've had loads of deaths. So for me to go home, I'm happy, man. You know what I mean? And that's why yesterday the spirit was on me to do a video. I just had to do it, but it was late at night and I didn't know where to do it. So I said, all right, let me go in the shower and do it. It's clean anyway, so I just did it. The main message is the word, man. Any of you uppity Igorites get offended, you get offended, man. But I'm not gonna say long. I'm gonna address one thing, man. Anthony T. Broder. Go on Google this Uncle Tom, man. That black consciousness or black unconsciousness, like Apostle Tahar said. All right. Phil Valentine and Tariq Nasheed and Louis Farrakhan and Malcolm X says some good things, but all of that is not the truth, man. And Malcolm X was trying to tell us that we're Israelites, but he was a Mason. So he wasn't an angel. All right. And when he tried to tell us, the Brotherhood shot him down, man. Esau told that Masonic Brotherhood of what's it called? Not Black Panthers, Nation of Islam, take him out. Those Nation of Islam people, a lot of them, they're the biggest coons that you can find, man. And this Anthony T. Broder, I was watching a program on my phone, and it was on the Rock Newman show, and he's called King James a rabid homosexual, called him a murderer, this, that, and that. Now, and he said he was Edinburgh, Scotland. Now, in England, we get Benjamites coming up to us saying the same thing. Number one, Anthony Weldon, who was an Edomite, who hated him, who he dismissed out of the King's Court, spread that rumour 18 years after he died, because King James dismissed him from his courtier duties, and he swore revenge. So you can just put it, King James homosexual lie, on Google and see what comes up. This Anthony Weldon guy will come up, man. All right? Or just put Anthony Weldon and click on images. You'll see a picture of this bald-headed Edomite, man. So at the end of the day, that's nonsense. Every time when we ruled Europe, we kept the laws of the Bible, and that's why in our realms we burnt them alive, man. We tried them, convicted them. Sometimes we hanged them, and in England we burnt them alive, man. But now the Edomites have got them. This man is giving them rights, Over there in our homeland, Jerusalem, they got the biggest parade out there. Okay, but we have to set the record straight, because King James was a righteous king, and it was a very hard time, because we came into power in 193 AD when Septimius Severus, the first black Roman emperor, came to power, And what was happening at the time? We were in the Roman Empire, our people, the people that they call barbarians in the history books in England, that was us. All right? And we had to live in the woods. We had to worship underground. That's why you got the catacombs. But he knew that we were his people, and the Roman armies had loads of our people in there, like the U.S. Marines has loads of our people in there. He gathered them together, and we actually fought for our own people. And that's going to happen again. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Isaiah 13:14. Every man shall turn to his own people. That's what's going to happen. When all hell breaks loose, you turn to your own people, man. All the Jakes, the Uncle Toms, the Coons, you're going to be ashamed in that day, man. All right? Now, two things got us out. Number one, prophecy. No, number one, our sins. Number two, prophecy. But most of all, the Most High. Because we ruled from 193 to 1300s. And at the end of it, there was a plague called, what the plague called? The plague was called the bubonic plague. Now, scholars call it the Black Death. They call it that for a reason. It was only killing us. That was the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai's way of getting us out of power. And in England, there's an actual film with Sean Bean. If you Google Sean Bean, obviously he's a Edomite. But there's a film with Sean Bean called The Black Death. All English Edomite actors and actresses, all right? And it shows you what that plague was like. That was the Lord getting us out of power, all right? And it ravished 70% of our people in England and all around Europe. So now we were the minority. And so what happened? We had to give them opportunities in our kingdoms and our realms. And that's how they took us down, man. All right? You know? So King James was at a very hard time in his life. He surrounded himself with our people that he could trust. But at the end of the day, he was an Israelite king over a realm that was now predominantly Edomites. All right? And long story short, you know, they tried to kill him with the Guy Fawkes and stuff. That was the Jesuit order with the Roman Catholic Church, all right, etc. And he was against the Roman Catholic Church because end of 1400s, that came into possession of the Edomites, all right. Cesare Borgia, all right, Father Rodrigo Borgia was the first white pope, all right. Now, this is a good book called The Negro Question Part 4, The Missing Link by Lee Cummins, an Israelite who's in America. And it shows you that's King James, all right? Not a homo. So that Anthony Broder, that's why I'm going to do a more extensive video on it. And that was King Charles's, King James's son, Charles the First. Now, he had a firstborn son called Henry, but Henry swam the Thames, and he got typhus and he died. And he was the one that was fighting Cromwell, and he lost, and he got his head cut off, man. All right? And that's where the Black Irish, who the people today you call so-called West Indians, they were shipped to Montserrat, Jamaica, and so forth. All right? And now, that's the reason why my mom has the Irish surname, man, before she married my father. So these books fit things together. But when I come out, I'm going to do an extensive video on it. It's just that when you're in a place like this, you can do these videos, all right, on your phone. You can do it nice and quick. And I love history, man. And I'm very grateful to Yahweh Shem that I'm coming out. So I thank you, brothers and sisters, for support, the prayers, everything. Show you that I'm still in here. And I'm next to the devil. I'll show you. You know? Out there, look. Dollars a post. Look at the clouds, man. No sun in sight. You see? But I'm waiting for my medication and I go, man. But this is not a nice place to be in, you know. Everyone's recovering, you know, from something here. But this ward, they've been excellent to me, you know. So when I get better, I'm going to come back, pay them a visit. And I'm going to give them some chocolates and cards, and, you know, because they've really looked after us, looked after me. But most of all, it's the Most High that's looked after me. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to Apostle El's Great Millstone. Shalom. Salutations to Akim to its word and certain truth. And blessings to the elect and 1/3. Praise to be saved. And much love to you sisters out there that are staying in the faith, you know, and you're doing your thing for the Lord, man. He sees your efforts. Shalom.